feel like such a wannabe Keen Lolly right now with the half on jumper situation, but I'm just gonna disclaim, I'm just gonna get it out of the way. We're gonna get it and then we're just gonna put it out of the way. I basically got a tattoo yesterday, as you can see right here on my arm. My arm is like moist with cream right now, and also moist because it's like scabbing and kind of like I literally had a needle dragged through my skin with ink attached. I didn't know if this were a dumb idea or if this were even something that people even do anymore, but I haven't done a Q&A in a little while. I haven't asked you guys to send me some questions, so I thought it'd be fun to do like a quick round Q&A type thing. I hate when stupid bitches do Q&As and they answer 4 questions, stretch it out for 15 minutes, put 16 mid-ads in, and then I'm like,
yeah, my favorite color is purple. Or maybe not actually. I kind of do like the mid-tone purple that's more like a maroony color. But then it's also like pastel, and like I have an EOS lip on just like it.
We're not going to play that game today. We're going to answer them as quick as we can, as honestly as we can, and we're going to get into it right now. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and it's time to be honest. Also, whilst I'm just finding this, if you want to watch my last video, it kind of flopped because YouTube demonetized it, which means it's now no longer being recommended to anyone. So if you want to do charity work, go watch it. Also, this past week has been like the biggest tease in the entire world. I actually feel blue-balled by YouTube. I have been 100 subscribers away from 100,000 for literally this entire week. Before this week, I was gaining like 200 subscribers a day. I think just because I'm near it, YouTube's like, no. What we'll do is, we'll make you gain like 4 a day, and then we'll literally you off to the point of like ejaculation, and then just stop and leave you there, and that's what you're gonna be. And I'm just sat here like, what a great way to describe that, honestly. And then I wonder why I get demonetized. Least favourite thing about YouTube and why. I read this and I couldn't actually think of anything. I used to be such a little bitch to be like,
oh my god, I hate clickbait. That's the worst thing ever.
There's so many people on YouTube and such a vast wide range of content. People on there, you're not always going to agree with what people do. And honestly, I just really don't give a shit anymore. Like, I always used to think, but then realistically, is there a right and wrong reason to do YouTube? Like, we're all putting the content on this platform. If I'm not doing it, why should it bother me? So I don't really think there's anything about YouTube I would say I dislike. I feel like such a spiritualist. Like,
no, I just want to live life and drink aloe vera and put my feet in the sand.
I was gonna say something rude, but I changed my mind last minute. Would you ever consider having sex with Haz for £100? Put 2 extra zeros on that, sis, and catch me there, you know? I think Haz would also be like, catch me there as well. Worst phase you went through, please show pictures. Just gonna leave that one there to simmer a little bit more, and oh my god! How many times have you had sex? I feel like this is a common question that's been asked, or like my body count or whatever. I've actually only ever slept with 1 person, which I feel like a lot of people are shocked by it. I remember saying it to someone not long ago and they asked the same thing, and I was like, well, I've only slept with 1 person, and they were really shocked by that because apparently I come across as a massive fucking whore. But no, I've only had sex with 1 person, so Virgin Mary up here. I actually think I bring it upon myself. I think I'm just really open in like, there's not one single question that someone could ask me that I'd turn around and be like, don't want to answer that. Like, I'm really open with everyone. I feel like I'm really open online. I feel like I'm really open with like people that I first meet. So I feel like people just assume that because I'm super open about everything that it means I've slept with a lot of people. And that's not all true. I wish it was. But it's not. Who's gonna be your sugar daddy? Honestly, I'm asking the same question. If anyone wants to volunteer as tribute, you know, Katniss Everdeen, that whole shebang, then please do let me know. Was that Hitler? Or is that Hitler? I feel like one of these is Hunger Games and one of them's Hitler, and I just kind of, you know, don't want to get the ones mixed up. Do you like Anna? This is such a common question, and I don't understand how people still think that me and Anastasia are a thing. We're super open with each other. Like, we've literally both seen each other butt-ass naked. Like, Anna will walk around my room, or the house in general actually, just fully naked. And like, I got out of the shower over there, she was laying in my bed, and I just came in like fully naked. Like, we have a relationship where we're super open with each other, but we also like mess around with each other a lot. Not in like a sexual way. Shouldn't have followed that up after I say I walk in naked after the shower and then we mess around with each other. That's not what I meant. But me and Anna do this thing where we like pretend to argue and then we pretend to flirt, and like, I don't know, our friendship's just like a friendship, you know? But then there was one time when I was really drunk and Anna was really drunk as well, and we didn't actually do anything, but like, I still get ripped into for that night because apparently I confessed my love to Anastasia. But she was flirting with me, bitch, so she played into it. So like, I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend it were all one-sided, because it definitely wasn't. So who knows, maybe in the future when we're drunk again. I'm kidding. Is all your income from YouTube? I feel like this is such an asked question, because as you all know, this time last year I was working at Urban Outfitters. But yeah, I was basically just really fortunate around December time to be contacted by someone that basically said to me, do you want to edit some videos and like do some freelance work? And I've been doing that ever since. So I do get income from like YouTube and Instagram and stuff, and obviously the brand deals over there. YouTube is literally nothing. Like, the money that I get from YouTube is not enough to live off at all. And like brand deals that I do on Instagram, I don't really accept many brand deals. I'm not looking to make a lot of money really fast. Like, I'd rather do what I enjoy and like always create and do ads that I want to do. That income, even though at times can be quite significant, it's not regular enough to be able to rely on that being my job. So I do a lot of freelance video editing, but I'm always in my room behind my laptop, and a lot of the stuff is really like obviously secret that I can't show anyone, because it's like secret projects that brands are working on. And I've worked with brands like Estee Lauder, I've worked with Urban Decay, McDonald's, a bunch of stuff, a bunch of YouTubers as well. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm a YouTube editor. Literally all of these questions are about sex and money. I'm just literally sat here thinking, bitch, is that all people care about? But I guess it is the juicy shit. I did ask for juicy questions and questions that I've avoided. So how much did you earn from your last brand deal? I don't even know if legally, I feel like YouTubers legally can't go into it. Am I legally allowed to say how much I got paid for my last brand deal? If I don't say the brand, this is where I fucking get sued. I love how I asked Haz and she knows nothing either. So the last thing I got paid for, which is not technically the last brand deal that I did, working with brands and stuff, it takes a while to actually get paid by the companies and stuff. But if I'm looking on my bank statements from the last thing I got paid for, I'm not going to say the brand or when it was, I was paid £1,400 for, which is literally crazy to me, like literally insane. I feel like by saying that, people are going to get triggered and be like, would you turn it down? Like, I feel like people are so quick to jump on the sense of like, oh my god, you don't deserve that. Like, people work in teaching and like nursing and don't get that, and then you're just there talking to a camera. Would you turn it down? I feel like for my age, maybe it is a lot of money, but then also I know people my age that are also not doing YouTubey stuff, but are in like actual like typical job and are still earning that money. So it's like, I could be earning that whether I'm doing YouTube or not, depending on what field I went into. I don't know. I just don't want people to sit at home after I've said that and be like, sis. I think as long as you're working with brands that you want to work with and being true to yourself, and also not trying to bullshit someone into buying something, then you're doing nothing wrong. You're getting money for doing something you enjoy doing. But I do agree that it is a lot of money, like for what you actually have to do. Sometimes a brand deal is not hard. Like, YouTube in general is not hard. Making these videos, it's not hard. It's kind of time consuming because obviously you have to film it, you have to edit it and all that stuff. That's not the hard part. The hard part about it is engaging an audience and getting people to watch. If you've ever tried doing YouTube yourself, trying to get people to watch your videos for the first time and stuff is the most difficult thing ever. I've literally been doing it 6 years, and it's only this year that it's all like starting to fall into place, and it's on such a small scale in comparison to other people. So like, I've literally been doing this for 6 years, every single week. I get that people would get paid a ridiculous amount, but then when you break it down to what an advertiser would pay for like a promotion on radio or on a billboard, the advertiser's saving so much money, and also they don't have to pay as many people. I don't know. I feel like unless you're in the industry or sort of understand it, you'll sit there and be like, what the fuck, like, that's the TC. I kind of understand why people don't talk about it now, because it's kind of complicated.
Are you sure any fucking questions? Are we fucking... Oh, I just swiped off the questions. Oh my god.
Is it difficult living in a house with just girls and no guys? Honestly, if you have watched me for a little while, you will know obviously that I live with Haz and Freya, but also if you watched me before I moved to London, a lot of my friends back home are girls. In fact, majority of my friends throughout my entire life have been females. So like, when moving to London and moving into accommodation, I wanted to be with the girls. I literally am friends with guys. Like, a lot of my friends now are guys, but growing up I really struggled to be friends with boys, purely because in school and stuff, all the boys loved football, and it's like in my family, none of the men in my family like football. My dad's a bodybuilder, my uncle's a boxer, so like, we've never been interested in football as a family. But for that reason, like I said, at school I didn't really get along with the guys. When I say the most football hooligan obsessed, Stan Smith wearing pretty green, Stone Island wearing boys, all the guys at my school are like that, like every single one. I literally tried to get into football. I went to football training. I was fucking shit at it and I hated it, but I wanted to be a part of like their group, so I tried my best. And I just couldn't do it, so I just faced facts that I'm never gonna like football. But when I moved up into secondary school, I made good friends with the girls, and then that led to the boys bullying me because I didn't like football, and then hung around with the girls, so it kind of led to a lot of name calling and teasing, which pushed me even further from the boys and literally scarred me for life. So now I really struggle being friends with guys because I'm intimidated by them, because every boy ever growing up that I've been friends with or even remotely tried to be friends with turned out to bully me and ruin my life. So now I'm just intimidated by every male ever. So I think I'm working on it, you know. I used to be so bad at it, but I've just been put into situations where I've realised like not all boys are arseholes and want to bully me. I'm just kind of dealing with that, but I do struggle to have male friends for that reason. I love being a massive fucking pussy. I've got so many questions like, you gay? You straight? How many girls have you been with? What's the biggest dick you've taken? So I feel like we're gonna end this on a nice sum up of the question you've probably all been waiting for. I feel like people either think me and Haz are a couple and I'm like a straight guy, or that like I'm super gay and like Haz is like gay best friend. And Haz has had a lot of people actually, like a lot of guys saying,
oh my god, I bet Byron gets so many girls.
And then she'll have like the other extreme where it's like,
oh my god, Byron is definitely so gay.
And I'm just sat here like, I mean, I feel like people assume a lot, and like it used to really get to me. I don't want to get this like deep and stuff because I've tried speaking about this before and it just ends up being like a rambly crying mess and I don't even want to get into it. The honest answer is I really don't know. Like I really fucking don't. And I'm saying it laughing now, but like if one thing that's literally took over my entire life is that I don't want to say I struggled because I don't want to be a little bitch, but like definitely have. But like we'll not go into it, you know, because I don't want to be that bitch. I don't know how to explain it. The one thing that all the guys tease me about at school is, oh, the one thing that they would say is, oh my god, but you're so gay. Like the word gay was used against me a lot in school, even though I literally went through my entire school life having girlfriends. Not having girlfriends as like a cover up, like I literally went through school having literal girlfriends, but then I would still get like this term, oh my god, you're so gay, thrown at me in a negative way. So my entire life, or my entire life growing up in school and stuff, I've always seen it as like such a negative thing, and like it's always been something that's been questioned. And I can see why. Like I look back and think, oh my god, Byron, you are literally the walking queer advocate. Like I literally was super like the stereotype of a gay guy. I feel like I'm still really feminine, which is obviously because I've hung out with girls my entire life. It definitely has been one of the things in my life that I've been really like back and forth with a lot, and I so fucking wish that I'm actually, one thing I'm jealous of, I'm not a jealous person at all, but one thing I'm jealous of is people knowing like who they are and being like super sure of everything in their life. Like I wish I was that person, but I'm the complete opposite. I'm trying to underplay it a lot, but it definitely was like a massive deal, and it's been like a massive emotional like scarring thing. I think if you asked my mum and dad if I'd ever been bullied in school, they'd probably be like, no, Byron had like a good school life. I literally put up a massive act this entire time so fucking well that people just would never assume, and that's the sad part about it all, because that's definitely what I did. Imagine being questioned every day of your life for absolutely everything. In your head you're really not going to know who you are, because as a teenager you're trying to figure out who you are, what you're into, what you like, what you want to be when you grow up. So imagine everything you do being questioned by absolutely everyone. That really like makes you question yourself. What I don't want to do is, I don't want to say I'm gay, or don't want to say I'm straight, don't want to say I'm bi, because then one day I'll wake up, I can look at a girl and be like, oh my god, I literally want to marry you, like yeah. On one day I can wake up and look at a guy and be like, oh my god, I want to marry you, yeah. And like I've kissed guys, kissed girls. I hate this because my mom's watching it, but I've played the field a little bit. I've only slept with one person, but I've done other things with people, played the field quite nicely, and I'm quite enjoying still doing that. But like I said, I don't want to come forward and be like, yes, so I am this thing, because then literally like 2 days later, oh, Hazel show me a guy and I'm like, no, not today. Then the day after she'll show me the same person, I'm like, oh. Yeah, I guess it just depends when the last time I masturbated was and how horny I am, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm talking about this because I would love someone to have said this to me when I was younger. I want to just carry on doing me. I know I've not given you an answer, because honestly, truthfully, who knows what the fuck will happen, you know? I don't know. I feel like I'm not really looking for it, but you know, as people, you have horny urges, and if them urges can be satisfied by someone else, let's just say my preference in who satisfies it is not really like a main concern of mine. Anyway, my battery's flashing, so I'm gonna end this here. I love you all lots, and hopefully you're as confused as I am. Bye!